control.
What's going on, guys? Mr. Clasher here. Welcome back to the 26th episode of Clan War Recap. It is from Dark Fallout. So basically, I do have a little bit of a cold, so if my voice is a bit scratchy or something, it's not usual. That is the reason. I do have a bit of a cold, and I'm still going to do commentaries for you guys because I got to recap these Clan Wars we do. But the clan we were facing was, I think their name is Ossetia or Ossetia. I'm not sure how you pronounce it exactly, but most of these attacks, actually I think all of them are Town Hall 10 attacks and Mass Golem attacks, just to show you guys that Mass Golem is a 2-star strategy and it can be a 3-star strategy sometimes if you actually do it correctly. I've seen Mass Golem do a 3-star, but it's safe to say it's definitely a 2-star strategy. And Chimchar is already going to be making his way inside the core. His king and a couple golems and giants already made the core, and I think his queen is not going to jump over the wall. And the only thing about this raid the queen doesn't do as well is he doesn't use the ability, which I guess is not the biggest deal, but it should have been used anyway because he could have got a couple more percentage from using the ability. But you know, it's really not a big deal. He would have probably used it if he knew the queen was gonna die pretty quickly, if it was like a single tower inferno. But he gets a solid 54% 2-star from Chim. The next raid is by Fady, number 10, going against the enemy's number 1 player. I'm surprised this was not the most heroic attack. Always the first attack I show you guys is the most heroic, and I'm surprised this isn't it, because number 10 going against the number 1 player. Let's see what he's doing here. So he spreads the 3 jump spells across the first layer, and he brings 6 golems and giants in the clan castle, about 15 wizards or so, and I think the queen and the king already making the core. Now the king went on the left side of the base a little bit. I think he's going to go through a different side, and the queen is going to be hitting the middle side. Now what's going to be cool is I think all his golems, and yeah, there we go, all these tanky troops are going to be soaking up the hit points and the damage from, you know, from the defenses that the queen would die, obviously, if the giants were in there or the golems. But I think this raid was pretty solid as well. He executed it very carefully, and just a good raid by Fady. I mean, everything was, I think, spot on. He's going to get a very solid 2-star actually. And most of our players, if we go down on lower bases, I should say our high level players with max heroes, they can usually 3-star lower Town Hall 10s pretty easily with either air attack or ground, such as Mass Golems. But that was a very solid 2-star attack by Fady against their number 1 player. The next attack is by Grinch Killer 3 going against number 6, and this was, I guess, not a very balanced war for the other enemy team, but they gave up very quickly, so I'm not sure what was going on there. But Grinch is going to be going in with, looks like a quad level Lunian attack, a pretty basic one. He's very good with air army, and I've actually seen him do a very good job with ground army as well. It's pretty rare when he does ground army, but he says some bases are not made for air. You know, sometimes he feels comfortable with doing ground, which totally understand that. I'm, I think, one of the worst air attackers out there, because against Town Hall 10s at least, I can do shatter and stuff, but I just can't execute what he can yet. Definitely need practice, but I'm a pretty good, decent ground attacker. I'm not perfect, but I'm pretty good, I think. So Grinch is actually, those couple minions are going to clutch him the Town Hall right there. I think this last minion is going to get the last shot. There we go for the 2-star. Now it's all about the percent points right here. So he drops his king, drops the queen, and the wall breakers already broke the core. The king's about to go down, but he uses the ability. There we go. It's all about the percent again, as always in Clan Wars. You know, percent can make a difference, especially when a tie comes down to. Percent is going to come down when there's a tie, and whoever has the most percent obviously wins the Clan Wars. So 74%, you know, he could have just stopped at 2 stars. But the next raid is actually by me going against our number 10 player. And I do a little bit of a different army. I do 4 golems instead of 6 golems, but I do bring 12 giants to replace the 2 golems in my army. and I do bring 7 giants in the clan castle. So I did not need 4 jump spells. I just decided to go with the 3. This gives me actually a spot for a rage spell and an extra free spell, which was actually beneficial. So all my troops are going to be going inside the court. I do drop the rage spell. I think it was a pretty good placement. That's saying that multi-set Inferno Tower is not going to do much damage. I do drop the free spell on the Expo, the Tesla, and the Inferno just to buy some time for my king and my giants just to get out there and just destroy as much as they can. So I think it was a pretty good decision to bring a free spell with me. Anyway, this 2-star looks pretty clear here to me, but again, I'm going to go for as much percentage as I possibly can. Just a habit when I attack. I don't want to end attacks too early, even if it means an extra percent, and if you have to wait for 45 seconds just to get an extra percent, definitely worth it in Clan Wars. But there we go, a very solid 2-star by me. I don't know, tell me in the comment section below what you guys thought about these attacks. If we could smash 40 likes for this video and 26th episode of Dark Fallout Clan Wars recap, that would be awesome. Share this video around, tell me what you guys thought about the attacks, and as always, I'll see you all on my next video.